Thousands of people turned out today for the final journey of the remains of Richard III, the last Yorkist King of England. The ceremonials in Leicester included a visit to the battlefield where the King fell 530 years ago. Ben Chapman joins us from Leicester Cathedral now. Now, Ben, this is a royal occasion like no other, isn't it?
It certainly is. A king who died more than 500 years ago, whose remains were rediscovered nearly 3 years ago. In the last 20 minutes, a service got underway here at Leicester Cathedral to welcome the remains of a King of England. He'll be reinterred here later this week, but today he made his final journey. He departed with dignity and honour, after being afforded neither for so long. Surrounded by the archaeologists who uncovered his bones and the distant descendants who helped to identify them. A chance to pay respect to the King of England, who once embodied the skeleton inside the coffin.
Especially when you know who they are, you can't help but have a connection with them. And Richard, with all that sort of rich history connected with him, more so than most.
History remembers Richard III as a murderous tyrant who became the last English king to die in battle. 3 years ago, he became the king in the car park after the discovery of his remains hastily buried without a coffin in a church that has long since disappeared. Today, there was no such indignity as he made his final journey. First, taking in the battlefield where he was hacked to death 500 years ago. Later, following the same route as his body took then, he was welcomed back to a city that has taken this controversial king to its heart.
We'll have waited 2 hours for this spot, but yeah, worthwhile because it's a history, isn't it?
It's the reburial of a King of England, and how many times can you witness that, of course?
Finally, he's getting the dignity and the respect, you know, the
and the love.
And the love that he deserves.
As befits any monarch, his coffin was finally transferred to a gun carriage for the last part of its journey. A parade through the streets of Leicester in front of thousands of onlookers on the way to the cathedral, which later this week will become Richard III's final resting place. Ben Chapman, ITV News, Leicester.